Whether or not we share the gospel with others is really not a choice we get to make. We were commanded to share the good news about Jesus with everybody that we can. Now, sharing the gospel is about more than telling others about Jesus. It's also practicing the works of Jesus in our world. I had a really cool thing happen here a week or so ago. We have a wonderful guy in our church who has immigrated to this nation from Ghana, West Africa. His name's Emmanuel Saki. I believe I pronounced that correctly. In fact, I probably don't, but I did my best. I know the Emmanuel part is true. Emmanuel is a postal service worker here in West Orange. He delivers mail. By the standards of Ghana, West Africa, Emmanuel has come into tremendous prosperity here as a postal service worker in the United States. And he decided some time ago that he wanted to somehow leverage his place here to help those in the incredibly impoverished village from which he comes in Ghana, West Africa. Well, he started slowly gathering some clothing from stores like Goodwill and the Salvation Army and so on, and taking it back to his village. Well, slowly but surely, people in town started hearing about Emmanuel and his passion for this village in Ghana, West Africa. And to make a long story short, Emmanuel was named the Citizen of the Year in West Orange this past year because this thing he's doing in Ghana has grown so exponentially. He now has a warehouse here in West Orange with huge storage bins, and he's doing incredible work in Ghana. Well, a few weeks ago, he was in Ghana. He's feeding the hungry, he's clothing the poor, he's trying to provide shelter for the homeless, he's providing educational opportunities for young children. And by the way, our church is going to be partnering with him in some powerful ways towards this in coming months and hopefully years. But as he's doing this, people around him started asking him, Emmanuel, why are you coming from your country to our country? Why are you doing all these good things? And Emmanuel said in his inimitable way, I can't hope to convey it like he did, but he said something like this. He said, if you'll come later, I'm going to tell you who told me to do this. Somebody, some man told me to do this. And he's a great man, and I want to tell you about him. And later, at the end of the day, a crowd had gathered, and Emmanuel stood up and said, now I'm going to tell you who told me to do this. And he started to tell that crowd who had gathered about Jesus Christ, about how that Jesus had changed his life, and about how Jesus had put in his heart to do good things, how that Jesus, he felt, had called him to go to Ghana and to serve those who were in such tremendous need. Now, I'll also tell you that here a couple weeks ago, Emmanuel came to see me and some of the staff team, and he told us that he has just been awarded by the United States Postal Service their Humanitarian of the Year award. Well, congratulations to Emmanuel and to all of us who get to know him. But the reason that Emmanuel is the Humanitarian of the Year out of all the postal service workers in the entire United States of America is because Jesus changed his life, and because Emmanuel wants to do the works of Jesus and share the good news with Jesus. This is just what followers of Jesus Christ do.